On Murray Darling Basin plan, just one other topic. This was defeated with a disallowance motion. What's your take on where this is going? Because the reports we're hearing that maybe Labor and the government will come in closer together on this. Were you overhearing any of the wheelings and dealings?
There was certainly some effort to bring Labor back into the fold on this. Labor was very integral to the development of the plan. It was in fact finalised and the targets were agreed during Labor's tenure, and Tony Burke was involved in that too. This argument, though, that you can't leave more water for farmers and agriculture in the Northern Basin, which that water never gets to South Australia anyway, so why are the South Australians whinging about it? But this argument that you can't leave more water up there because something bad will happen, you know, that somehow or other the environment will be harmed, or that the additional water, the 450 gigalitres of additional water that is supposedly to be retrieved on top of the already massive amounts of water and sent down the Murray River to South Australia, that can't be retrieved, or that has to be delivered as well. You know, it's based on the assumption that somehow or other the environment will suffer if those things don't occur. Now, there's no evidence for that at all. The Murray Darling Basin Authority has environmental watering plans for swamps and waterways and bird breeding areas, fish breeding areas, vegetation, all that sort of stuff. The assumption that the environment just needs to add more water, you just need to put more water into it and all will be well, is absolute nonsense. Australia's environment is used to periods of dryness and wetness. If you put water in all the time, you actually make the environment worse. And yet that's more or less the assumption behind these claims that more water has to be put into the Darling River and taken away from farmers up in southern Queensland, northern New South Wales, or that this extra 450 gigalitres can't be retrieved from agriculture and sent down the river to South Australia to evaporate. It's nonsense. Not one word about inadequate so-called, well, theoretically, environmental watering plans that aren't adequate has been heard from the Greens or Labor in the last 5 years, during the period in which the plan has been implemented. Not one word.
I'll have to jump in there and leave all of that unchallenged. We'll discuss a bit more another day. David Leyonhjelm, though, thanks for your time today.
My pleasure.